Hello everyone. Welcome to the training session on IBM FlashSystem V9000. In this training, we will discuss about working with the PuTTYgen generator, user administration, validating the passwordless authentication, command line interface, validate some CLI commands. Let's get started. This is the PuTTYgen, which is a short form for PuTTY generator to generate the public and private key pairs for SSH authentication. These keys can be used to access the remote server storage without a password. You need to keep moving your mouse in the gray area in order to continue generation of the PuTTY keys. This create keys in formats compatible with the PuTTY, that is .ppk files. When dealing with SSH keys, security is crucial. Always follow best practices to keep your keys safe. We are saving the keys in a secure location on our system to ensure that these are available when we need them. You can use a strong passphrase that will act as a second layer of protection if your private key is ever compromised. You should always share only the public keys. You will need your public key on the remote server, be it storage or the OS itself, and you will keep your private key safe on your local machine from where you are accessing your remote server. When you try to connect the server or the storage using the public key that is stored in the PuTTY, the server will not prompt you for the password. It will become a passwordless authentication because it will verify your identity comparing those public and private keys. You should always delete the keys when they are no longer needed. Here we are saving the private key and the public key in a safe location from where we can use them next when we are using with IBM V9000 or IBM FlashSystem. Our saving is done. Let's close this window. Let's access the browser and open the IBM FlashSystem V9000. We have different models available for IBM FlashSystem. For example, FS5200, FS9500. In the previous exercise, we have generated the key pairs using the PuTTY generator. Now we are going to use those keys to test passwordless authentication. Click Create User option under Access and Users section. Specify the username, select administrator as the access, specify the password, and then retype the password to confirm. Go to browse and search for public key that you created in the previous session. Select the public key, click create. Observe this background command that is being executed here. Click close. This background command can be helpful for CLI execution. Now go to the administrator user group. You will observe the user is created there with admin privileges. Right click the user and you will find remove password and remove SSH key option is there. You can also see the same option going to the actions menu. The administrator user has all privileges except for managing the other users. Now we are gonna use the same option to create two more users with different access. First, we will create the user with monitoring access. We will use the similar options. Select the user group, specify the password. We will not specify the public key here. Observe the background command again. This can be again used in future for CLI reference. You will always find these commands in the audit log. Creating the third user with copy operator role. Specify the name for the user. After the name is specified, select the user group for copy operator role. Specify the password. Rekey the password. Click create. Observe the background command. It is the same command executed each time for all the users except for the difference in the user group for each user. We are in the administrator panel. Let's switch to the all users panel and observe the three users that we have created. All three users are present. Let's access the PuTTY and configure the public key there in the PuTTY. Browse for the public key. Go to the location where our private keys and public keys are saved. Save the configuration. Access the V9000 FlashSystem now. Observe that we only need to specify the username for which we have configured the SSH key. It will not prompt us for the password, it will allow us the passwordless authentication because it uses the public and private key pair. Let's run some commands. Run ls user, ls current user. Observe the list of users that are present there in the output. Only the administrator user has SSH key enabled for them. Let's run ls system command to view the system properties. Observe the system name, system code, system IP address, other properties of the system such as capacity and other system settings. For example, email address, port masking, vdisk protection, timeout information, product name and other information. We can use the ls system command with grep to filter some specific output. For example, here we have used the grep for system code. The ls system command without any redirection will provide the full command output. Using this full output, we can see the other attributes of the system. ls system IP that will provide the IP address of your flash system. Similarly, we can use the ls IO group command to list the number of IO groups in the system. In the current output, we can see only IO group 0 shows node count value 2. That means there are only 2 nodes in the system. We can validate this with another command ls node, which will list all the nodes present in the system. The current output shows only node 1 and node 2 are present in the system, therefore this is a 2-node cluster. Also, these nodes are part of IO group 0. This can be verified and validated from the output in both these commands. It also shows that one of the node is configured as configuration node where it says yes. The other node is not a configuration node where it says no. Only one node can be a configuration node in one system. Then you can also observe the serial number of the node enclosure. It also shows the model number of the storage enclosure, that is DH8 in the current output. This command shows various information. For example, it also shows the iSCSI name of each node canister. You can view the model number, serial number, configuration node information, iSCSI name. Lot of information can be viewed from this command. Similarly, the ls node hardware command for each node name will list the hardware attributes of the node. We can use the more command with any command to view the output page wise. Besides more, we can use other Linux based commands. IBM FlashSystem software being Linux based, we can use other Linux based commands such as wc, grep and other commands to work in conjunction with svc commands. Using grep, you can filter a specific output from the command. For example, in this command, we are filtering the specific lines which contain the word adapter_configure in them. This brings us to the end of Unit 1, accessing the IBM FlashSystem V9000, GUI and CLI, working with some of the CLI commands. Thank you very much. Take care. We will meet again for the Unit 2.